wanted to talk to you about the fact that you may or may not be doing some screencasting in the near future. I know there are lots of options out there, and I just recently heard about Loom, and I wanted to share it with you. You'll notice this is me late at night. It's almost midnight, no hair, no makeup. If for any reason you don't want to put yourself out there with your students, you can change this if you upload a profile picture, and you can even move it around. So I'll just put myself there in the bottom corner, but I'll go ahead and be brave and just let you know I really am here. So I heard that Loom was free for educators, and it's not just for 30 days. It is going to be free, according to them, for life with the pro version. And the benefit of that is unlimited videos, and you don't have to worry about how long your video is. So I'll scroll down a little bit here just to kind of get a feel for their landing page. And they're really big into saying it with video. And here you can see an example of someone who's using Loom. And if you scroll down, you'll see all sorts of information. I will provide you with a link to sign up via an email. So I made an account with my school Gmail, and then they walked me through setting it up and asked if I would like the desktop version or extension. And I went ahead and I did both. So the desktop version gives me some more options than the extension version. So if you have questions about what the extension version does, there's lots of tech help for you on that. I have made a couple of videos. I'll show you one of the things you can do is you can highlight some things. You can choose a pen color. You can see this is my first ever video, and I didn't get rave reviews on it, so I made another one. Actually, I'm on my 6th video right now trying to get it just right. One of the things that we might want to do is screencast ourselves, talking to our students, maybe even showing them, hey, everybody, I want you to go to your Schoology page and materials. And I'd like to point out to everyone that I have added a new folder. That wasn't a good circle. It'll go away in a second. I'll have a chance to redo it. There we go. You can actually highlight stuff for a moment. It doesn't stick. It's not going to stay there forever. It's not necessarily an annotation tool. I have put information about e-learning in our Schoology page. So if you are at the home page and you go to courses and then LHS Staff PLC, wait for it to load. I originally tried to drag it up here to the top, but it's down here at the bottom, last one. So I have made this folder called e-learning, and I plan to add some things. I'm hoping to learn at least 1 or 2 new apps a day that we might need for digital learning, e-learning, remote learning, distance learning. I know there are lots of different names going out there. So I'll try to put some tutorials, how-to videos in there, some web links in this. One of the web links that I'm going to give you, I'll show you in just a moment, is about Google Drawings. And so you can see I've given you lots of links with graphic organizers and drawings. And then here's information for some other things we might be doing. You can see this is something I'm going to work on about dealing more with online grading. But let's take a look at one of the Google Drawings. I thought this was fun and colorful, and maybe you want your students to talk about some content in a different way. They could use this template and fill in their own information and maybe even make their own images for this. So another resource that I've given you is a link to some graphic organizers. I liked this one because it had lots of the color, the different shapes. My dog is dreaming. Students can go in here and start putting in their answers. It really works, I promise. So I'll go ahead and type in here the things we will be looking for. That deserves an exclamation mark. If you're having trouble with students submitting any Google Docs, Google Slides, they can save it as a PDF by going to File. I know that you know a lot of these things, but just in case anybody has forgotten, they could download as a PDF. and I will be happy to look into any issues with students submitting things to you from Google Docs directly. There are so many resources out there, and more coming out by the minute. I did want to give you some things I found at a recent workshop I went to. I thought this one was nice with the tutorials given to us right there in the slide deck. I did give you a link to the Google Drawings graphic organizers, so I'll scroll just a little bit. I don't know if you can hear my dog, but I think she's dreaming of chasing a chicken. We saw a chicken on our walk today. Great things here if you think they'll work for you, and don't be afraid to try to make some of your own. So once you make your video, it will give you a chance to watch it again, but it will bring up this option to copy the link. And the way that I stopped my video was going over to the record button, which is on my left. So I can just copy this. I could put it on Schoology, and you'll see you have lots of other options to work with if you need them. So I hope this is something that can be helpful to you, and please don't hesitate to reach out to me with any questions that you might have. Have a great day.